Everyone, I am back with another NFL video today, and again, it's been a while. I'll say not much. One of my friends told me I should upload. I said I couldn't. I wasn't at my mom's house, so I couldn't upload. But I told her once I got there, I would upload. And well, Brooke, you got your promise. I am uploading. Today, I'm going to be talking about my top five underrated players in NFL history. Now, of course, this is talking about a very heavy subject, and of course, this is my opinion, obviously. This is going to be my opinion, and I'm going to have to explain some of these. So, going at number five, Randall Cunningham. You're saying, well, he was good. He wasn't underrated. The thing I find him about underrated, he was he was a great runner. He was probably one of the best mobile quarterbacks of all time, maybe besides Steve Young. But his arm, you could not. You'd also have to worry about. He was a great quarterback for the Vikings and the Eagles. He what am I trying to say? He was on a great team and he just never got to make it to the big one. And he is kind of discussed out of best quarterbacks because I feel like he is some of the best technician at a quarterback that you could hope for. He's a great runner. He's a great thrower. He can throw bombs too. Like he threw one like 92 yards against Buffalo, and that's saying something. He supported the flat top, which is interesting, and just all around was a great quarterback that never got to make it to the big one. Number four, Ken Anderson. Ken Anderson was a quarterback for the Bengals in like the mid 80s at that time. And he was a pretty good quarterback too. He led the NFL, I think, in passing yards at one point, or maybe the AFC. I don't remember. I wasn't alive. Sue me. But he made it to the Super Bowl though, and was in a pretty close game against Joe Montana's 49ers. The only thing is he lost against that John Taylor play. It sucked. And he might be a little bit overshadowed by Boomer Esiason, who came in later and again took the Bengals to the Super Bowl. Boomer Esiason, in my opinion, was a better quarterback, but Ken Anderson was just also really good. I don't know why, he had a magic to him that the Bengals, they weren't really known as good teams back then, and Ken Anderson made them good. That's all I can really say about that. Number three, Andre Reed. Now, before any of you say, yeah, he even has the Hall of Fame logo in the corner. He's in the Hall of Fame. You're saying, how can he be underrated? He is probably, without a doubt, the best wide receiver for the Bills ever. No, without a doubt. He doesn't get talked about much as just one of the best receivers of all time. I don't see him in like top 10 best receivers of all time. He gets overshadowed a lot. And he was in 4 Super Bowls, so that says a lot. He was part of Jim Kelly's like no huddle offense, the gun offense, like that. And he was amazing. He worked his magic, and he could catch balls like it was nothing. He finally did get his place in the Hall of Fame, and rightfully so. And you say now he might be not underrated, but he was, and he probably will be underrated. At number 2, Michael Vick. Now, before any of you leave this video saying why Michael Vick, he hurt dogs, he went to jail, he did all that. Let me explain something. What I see on the field is what I see on the field. What I see off the field is what I see off the field. What I see as a football player, I see what they do on the field. What they do off the field, I see them as a person. Michael Vick was a great quarterback in the new millennium. The first overall pick in 2001 by the Atlanta Falcons, he was amazing. He was the only quarterback to rush for 1,000 yards in a season, which is something. He had amazing plays. He was just crazy. People compared him to the next Steve Young at that time, but just his actions got in the way of it, and ultimately he went to jail and signed with the Eagles later. But he shined with the Eagles in like 2 years, he shined, especially in 2010. He just a switch flipped inside of him, and the Eagles became the dream team. They were like the dream team Eagles with Donovan McNabb gone and Kevin Kolb is your quarterback. No, you don't really want him. You brought in Michael Vick, and he worked magic. He may have had some trouble off the field, but on the field, he was magic. He was really good, and it's just his actions got away of his great stats and his great career. And sadly, he probably will never win a Super Bowl. And number one might be a shocker to a lot of you. Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez will forever be remembered as the man with the butt fumble. If you don't know what the butt fumble is, look it up. It's pretty funny. But I feel bad for the guy. He was a good quarterback coming in 2009. He was a really good quarterback coming out of USC. At least I think he went to USC. I'm pretty sure he did. Don't quote me on that. And he took his team to the AFC Championship twice. In 2009 in his rookie season and in 2010. And were pretty close games against the Colts and the Steelers. And then he had the butt fumble, and basically everyone forgot about the AFC Championship games. Everyone forgot about his early years. Like, one fumble does not suppress a man's legacy. He made it to the AFC Championship twice in his first two seasons. Tom Brady didn't do that. And Tom Brady is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Joe Montana didn't do that. Brett Favre didn't do that. A lot of people didn't do that. But Mark Sanchez did. He had great stats. And now he's just undershadowed. He lost his shine and just lost everything that was to him because of the butt fumble. Everyone has embarrassing moments, but apparently Mark Sanchez just goes down now as a joke because of that butt fumble. But in my opinion, he is the most underrated player in NFL history. For that reason alone, because of that. And I'll talk to you later, and, well, Brooke, you're welcome.